New York has always been a gateway for a generation of immigrants, and every generation has brought new energy, new ideas, and innovations that have continued to make the state great. It is no less true today. So while there's much to celebrate about, and I know that some of the work you're doing today involves looking at programs that are working and focusing on benefits that we receive from our immigrant communities, but I want to talk about something that is a very direct challenge to us right now that I'm actively engaged in on behalf of the people of the state of New York that requires us to be honest about a fundamental problem that we're facing in all of our efforts to work on behalf of immigrants. And I don't view it as separable from working on behalf of the greater good. You know, in this country today, unless we work together and find a way to integrate our immigrant populations into the rest of society, to take advantage of the energy they bring, and it's going to be a failure for everyone in the United States, immigrant and non-immigrant alike. But the fact is, our immigration laws are broken, and right now there's no clear path to fixing them. And we all know that comprehensive reform of our immigration laws will ultimately be the responsibility of Congress and the President. And I applaud the efforts of this summit to make sure that the priorities and values of the Long Island businesses, nonprofits, and labor unions represented here today will be represented in the debates over federal immigration reform. I've worked towards the goal with Assemblymember Ramos and others, and many of the people in this room actually, of sensible immigration reform at the national level, and I will continue to do so. But we also have to understand that for a period of time, there's going to be a need to address issues at the state and local level, and that's really going to have primacy, in my view, in the sort of the politics of immigration over the next few years. The dysfunction of our national immigration system has opened the door to a lot of misguided and discriminatory laws at the state and local level. Obviously, it's a contentious issue here on Long Island. It's contentious all across the state and all across the country. So today I want to do some work to propose to you, establishing some parameters for our work as we address this critical issue. And I have two principles that guide me here. The first and most important is to commit to facing facts, separating data from demagoguery, and working on an evidence-based approach. Very, very important in this area. We have to be as disciplined as we can be about doing that. Second, we have to always remind people that the principle of the United States that supersedes and underlies really every other is the principle of equal justice under law. Ours is a system that only functions if we understand that everyone has rights. And equal justice under law is not just something carved over our courthouses. This is fundamental to all of the work we do on laws and all the work we do on public policy.